Something's wrong with this here washing machine. The agitator isn't moving like it should. It's just kind of wiggling around. And this presents a problem to the man who needs clean laundry on a regular basis. So we're going to fix this using the tools that you see right here. To the left are the replacement parts. They're called Agitator Dogs, and they work on just about any Kenmore or Whirlpool of the older model variety. Got a 1/2-inch driver, 6-inch extension, 1/4-inch ratchet, and of course a flathead screwdriver. That's all you need. So let's go ahead and jump in to this son of a bitch. Welcome to Fixing Shit with Old JW. In today's lesson, we're going to take a look at how to fix a problematic agitator in a Kenmore washing machine. And now, let's get started.
Okay, so the first thing we need to do is grab our flathead screwdriver, as you can see here, and we're going to pry this little top off of the agitator, okay? Now there's a little groove in here. Where the shit is it? Ah, here we go. Okay, so there's a tiny little groove right here, perfect size for this little screwdriver. I'm just going to ease it on in there and turn the screwdriver and pop this son of a bitch off. And so there's the cap. It's got this little rubber gasket in there. We ain't going to worry about that. It's fine. And then that reveals the insides. So here's all this mechanism shit. Now when we first took this apart, me and a friend of mine, we were like, what is all this shit? It looked like there was something that needed to be in there, like bearings or something. And there's these little teeth here, and we were just like, what in Sam shit happened? Did it run so long that it actually atomized the shit that goes in there? But then after, considering everything a little bit and going online and digging, we figured out that indeed wasn't the case. There was no atomization that went on there. What happened instead was that we were just looking at it wrong. Basically what you're seeing here, all the business end is on the other side of this little plate here. 1/2-inch drive right here, okay? We've got it mounted on this, I guess it's around a 6-inch extension, and then just to a 1/4-inch driver, ratchet driver. We're just going to stick this thing right in here. So here we go. Just like it was a goddamn socket, okay? Now we just turn this son of a bitch like, I'm guessing it's going to be counterclockwise, so, and there we go. There we go. It's coming undone. Alright, here we go. And look at what we've got here. Once you take that one piece off, you got this, oh shit, all that shit fell into the goddamn washer. So you've got this little spring doodad, and it's on this this retainer plug thing that just so happens to fit perfectly on a 1/2-inch drive. That's done. Now we'll go ahead and pull some of this shit out here. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the drive mechanism. That's what we're going to call it, the drive mechanism. And the little oh god damn it, there's shit all over it. God damn it. Hold on. You know, when you watch these how to do shit videos on TV, everything's all clean and awesome. And I tell you why. One, either they're working on brand new shit, like those Chilton mechanics, they never have to get their hands dirty. Or two, they've already done this before. Okay, it's like the old saying, proper planning prevents poor performance, but it also prevents realism. So just be prepared when you pull this thing out, it's going to be a little dirty. Okay, so here are the agitator dogs, or just one of them I should say. And there's the other three here. But basically just to show you how they work, if you can see, there's some teeth on here, and basically it does the same kind of thing that, say, a monkey wrench would do, or a pipe wrench, I mean, where it kind of grabs onto the thing and transmits the torque from the shaft to the agitator. Boris, shut the hell up! It's amazing, basically, that this agitator would spin at all. Because if you look right in these grooves, you'll see a little bit of junk in there, okay? Now originally I thought this was some kind of shit, you know, just dried up detergent from over the years, but what this is are those dogs, okay? And they are so messed up and disgusting. I mean, they're just so old. They actually did atomize into nothing. They're just, it's just crazy. So now I've just cleared out that groove with the screwdriver, and now I'm going to stick a dog in there and show you what these things look like. This thing's got this little ring here. Got to take that off. Basically, think of that as a little retainer for these little agitator dogs, okay? They lay down like so, like that. It's where they're flush, and then when it moves, it grabs. That makes sense, don't you think? Sure. Okay, so I've got all the shit scraped out of there, so we're going to go ahead and put each one of these dogs into this, you know, whatever you call it. I'm sure there's a fancy term for it. There's always a fancy term for, you know, components, depending on, you know, the industry. I don't know what this is called. The thing that jiggles, drive link. Okay, agitator gear works. Agitator torque transmitter. I don't know. Okay, so now we've got all 4 of these sons of bitches in there. Can you see them? Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and push this little ring, plastic ring. Be careful too. This seems like something that would be very easy to break, especially used. I mean, I'm assuming that this washing machine has never ever been worked on. So that means as brittle as those agitator dogs got, it's probably about as brittle as this ring is too. So unless you want to have more downtime waiting on, you know, the people to, you know, like having to order a damn ring, just keep that in mind. Alright, so everything seems to be falling into place. Now with centrifugal force, this thing's going to swing out. All these little agitator dogs are going to pop out, okay, and grab the ring that goes around this agitator, the inside of it. Okay, so I'm assuming at this point we are good to reassemble. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick this thing in there. And you know what? Before I could spin this thing freely, but I can already, those agitator dogs are already grabbing onto it. So I already know right now that this job's going to be a success, okay? So we'll put our plug back in, this little dude right here. Stick that in there. And then we will run the extension and the 1/2-inch little driver, the 1/2-inch end I should say. We'll screw that in till it's tight. Now this thing wasn't very tight when I undid it, so we're not going to make it very tight either, okay? Now somebody could argue, well, I mean, don't you think maybe that's could have been why those agitator dogs got ruined? I don't know, maybe. It's an old washing machine. Last thing you want to do is over tighten plastic. It's a good way to mess it all up. Oops. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we're going to go ahead and take our cap and put it back on. That would be the final step. Actually, you know what? I was going to say, but we're going to wait and make sure it works. But I'm so confident that this shit's going to work. Watch this. Oh! Now let's see how well this thing turns compared to when we first, you know, spun it. I better take the GoPro out of here right now, even though it probably would have made a good shot. And I'm going to go ahead and start this son of a bitch. Look at that! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A washing machine that went from not washing clothes very well to now running perfectly. I don't even know how old this thing is. I'm going to say probably from the mid-90s. Probably a safe bet. But for less than $3 shipped, this thing's working good as new. If you had a repairman come in and do this same job, I'm certain, you know, I'm sure he would have been nice to you on parts, maybe. Even if he charged you $12, it's 4 times what I paid, okay? And you would have had to pay the service call fee, so it would have run you, I don't know, we'll just say $80. Well, that's $80 compared to $3. And, you know, if I didn't have the camera going and trying to narrate all this, I would have had this job done in about 5 minutes. So, there you go. But hell, I'm happy. Now I can do some laundry, which is way overdue. I've got underwear and all kinds of shit that just needs huge attention to. One thing I will not do is wear underwear twice. I don't do it. I draw the line there. I don't wear socks twice either, okay? Now, pants, sure, you know, jeans, I'll do it. But that depends, though. And shirts, hardly, well, pretty much never. Unless, you know, say I did laundry, put on a fresh shirt to go out to eat or something, and assuming I didn't get any shit on the shirt, stains or whatnot, then I might wear it the next day. Though, if I go to a bar and I smoke a cigarette, okay, I will not wear it. I mean, nothing's worse than stale smoke. Now, some of you fucking bleeding hearts might say, but smoking's bad for you anyways. What are you doing smoking? Well, you know, I don't know what's worse, the smoking or the stress that it relieves. And, you know, when you don't have your laundry ready for you, then it's quite stressful and worthy of a cigarette to help maintain those nerves. But anyways, you know, the other thing too, I hardly ever smoke. I only smoke when I have a beer on my hands. Now, just because I always have beer in my hands, that's besides the point. But anyways, all right, well, there you go. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.